I merely existed, bro. I had no purpose, I had no vision, and there was simply just no progression. I just worked out every single day for like 7 months non-stop. And honestly, I almost killed myself. And when I started producing and making music, I was consistently making 5 beats a day, just grinding. I started YouTube channels for those video games. I uploaded them on YouTube and channels to get money. I love you, past Gahdacos. Thank you for having all those cheat meals and gaining me 2 pounds in the past month. Thank you so much. Fuck you, you stupid bitch. Why the fuck are you doing that? Before I ever started my journey of self-improvement, I merely existed, bro. I had no purpose, I had no vision, and there was simply just no progression. But what I will argue is that I've always been an extremist, my G. Like, when I was addicted to video games, I started YouTube channels for those video games. I uploaded them on YouTube and channels to get money. I joined tournaments. I grinded for 5 to 12 hours a day just watching tutorials and just learning how to simply better my craft. And when I started to lose weight, I went crazy with 2 hours of cardio a day, and I just worked out every single day for like 7 months non-stop. And honestly, I almost killed myself, so that was a little too aggressive. And when I was addicted to pornography, which I still am, obviously I'm a recovering addict, but when I was highly addicted to pornography, bro, I had separate tabs open. I had a separate notes folder for all the porn stars I fucked with. I always went to resume, and I had my whole routine built around everything. I was extremely addicted. And when I started producing and making music, I was consistently making 5 beats a day, just grinding 5 to 10 beats every single day, watching tutorials, just consistently trying to get better and improve my craft. And honestly, now if you see the aggression I'm placing forward, the extreme energy I'm placing forward, it's obviously in YouTube, and it's kind of shifting away, but we'll get into that in another video. But just go back to my videos. I've only had this channel for like 3 months or 4 months now, and I've made a decent amount of progression, and that's where my extreme energy is getting placed in right now. And as much as I love this so-called blessing of consistency and hard work, there's only one place where all this aggression has come from. Can you guess where? Self-hatred. In this video I want to unpack the benefits of self-hatred and why you should incorporate it into your philosophy. I've done a decent amount of research on this topic, and honestly it could be quite anecdotal, but again, a lot of people are just simply saying self-hatred is always bad and you should always love yourself. And honestly, I came across this article written by a sports psychologist coach that goes by the name Dr. Rob Bell. And he was answering the question, can we hate ourselves to success? Yes, it works and it's powerful. Although I don't have research to support this notion, hate is probably the strongest motivator of all. Many successful people were driven and consumed by this overarching motivation to prove others wrong. And his opposing argument was, hatred is toxic and will never lead to success. Anger directed inward often turns into depression, and thinking of yourself as good enough is always the better thing to do. I do agree with his statement here, but what I will argue is that it all comes down to how your self-hatred is channeled, and honestly how long you choose to utilize the self-hatred to fuel your fire. But the first point I'll make here is that it's a tool, not a mindset, so use it temporarily. For example, when I first started to lose weight, bro, I hated my fucking body, and I'm sure anybody who's been through a weight loss journey or a weight gain journey can relate to this, bro. The hatred could have either come from you just simply looking in the fucking mirror, or some kid at school grabbing your titties, or other kids at school grabbing your wrists. I can relate to both sides because at one time in my life I was really fat, and I went really aggressive, and I became really skinny, and now I'm kind of in between. I've also been in stages where I've actually really loved my body, and what's funny about these stages of body love and positivity is that when I started to love my body so much, the consistency in the gym and the hard work started to degrade. Sometimes it was based off my environment, like who I hung around or what I ate, or just simply how I actually looked. And right now I'm kind of in a state of body hatred, and it's kind of doing me well. And bro, in all honesty, just think about the athletes, think about the entrepreneurs, and any successful person. Think about how and why they got their success. Usually it's to prove others wrong, or just a feeling of not being good enough. And a lot of people look at that as a bad thing, but if it gets you the results you want, is it really? And look at them, bro. They all made it to the top. So you can't tell me that is not a good fucking motivator. The only time where this anger and self-hatred becomes an issue is when it's turned into a mindset. Some people still get success and kill themselves, and other people hate themselves so much to the point where they don't even fucking move in their lives, bro. We all know that kid is just, I'm fat, so I can't go to the gym. I have no energy because I can't go to the gym. I have no time to go to the gym. Like, come on, we all know that guy, bro. He has so much inner hate and self-hatred of himself that he's literally paralyzed in his little world, and he just creates all these rationalizations for him accomplishing what he really wants to accomplish. And that used to be me as well. That's why I say if you just utilize it as a tool, and make sure you're not using the hammer to try to cut something. Use the hammer as a hammer to nail down what you want to nail down. And in my experience, bro, you just have to go through phases of love and hatred toward yourself. And I'll just end this point here, bro. I honestly think that me personally, I've been able to progress in a lot of areas in my life, whether that just be my mindset or what I've actually physically done or what I'm continuously doing. The only reason I've been able to make progress in those certain areas is, and more than what my peers have done, is because I utilize self-hatred as a tool, bro. And I mean, I think that's the only thing that will give us success down the road before the big grand prize. So use it wisely. The second point I'll make here is that you only want to change things because you hate them. Just simply think about this. Think about all the things that you want to change in your life. Think about all the things you want to change. Like, bro, you don't want to make more money because you love the state of your bank account and the way that you live your life and the way that your family lives your life. You don't want to lose or gain weight because you love the state of your body. You don't want to buy new clothes because you love the ones that you have. You want to change all those things because you hate them. Am I right? So this whole mindset of just loving yourself and living a life of bouncing positivity is just a coping mechanism for those who suffer from cognitive dissonance. And what cognitive dissonance is just simply having certain beliefs and your actions saying otherwise. Like, for example, having a YouTube channel and relapsing to pornography. I've done it myself and I felt like a fraud. And just look at all the people who are saying these things, self-love, positivity, balance, all those type of shit. There are the people who are the most overweight. From my experience, this is anecdotal, though, there are the people who are really just negative or just outright depressed. People need to stop being so afraid of the word hate and really just understand that the more you try to cover up your insecurities with self-love, the more competent you will become. And I've experienced this shit myself, bro. I used to go through phases where I was like, oh shit, bro, like I'm looking fucking good, arms are huge, you can see my abs, even though the lower ones weren't really showing, looking fucking shredded, flexing my back, muscles, doing everything. I'm like, fuck it, let's go out with the fam, let's eat some pizza. Let's have an ice cream cone. Let's do this. We already look good. We'll work out tomorrow. Have a shitty workout. Do the same thing. Oh, my body looks good. I keep on doing that weeks and weeks and weeks out. Then I'm back to where I fucking started. So it's clear and evident that the self-love for me personally has brought me backwards. But when I write the shit that I have on my wall, I've posted a thing, I'll put it up right now. When I have that shit on my wall and I'm going through phases of I hate where the fuck I am and my standards are higher than where I am, that's when I'm actually pushed. And that's when I actually start to fucking do things and I put shit in motion. People love yourselves too much, bro. It is what it is, and I'm done doing it too. The last thing I'll cover here is why you should hate yourself and the benefits of hating yourself. To conclude it all, you should hate yourself in increments to push yourself forward. Because, bro, if you're 60 pounds overweight, watching porn on a daily basis, and you have less than $1,000 in your bank account, the last thing you should be doing is standing on a rooftop saying, I love myself, I love myself. That's the last fucking thing you should be doing. Don't get me wrong, having surface level love for the things that you can't control is a necessity, bro. Because if you hate yourself over the things you can't control, like your height, your dick size, your teeth, maybe your hair, if your hairline's receding, kind of like mine. If you hate yourself because of those things that you can't necessarily control, then that's the wrong fucking path, bro. But you should definitely hate yourself for consistently making the wrong choices in the past that got you to where you don't want to be. I could just think of all the times where I've consistently done the wrong fucking things, knowing that it's wrong, simply being a fool, and it's got me to where I don't want to be now. And why wouldn't I hate that guy? Would I say, oh no, I love you, past Gahdacos. Thank you for having all those cheat meals and gaining me 2 pounds in the past month. Thank you so much. Is that what I should do? I should be like, no, fuck you, you stupid bitch. Why the fuck are you doing that? Why the fuck are you doing that? Don't you want these goals? Don't you want to progress? So why the fuck are you embodying the identity of somebody who doesn't fucking want it? That's what I tell myself. And that's how we push forward. And again, I could be completely wrong. I'm probably just a negatively motivated motherfucker, and it probably varies from person to person. But usually it's successful people preaching about self-love after the success. I've never seen somebody become successful preaching self-love. Love you. Start off tomorrow strong, G. Peace.